Welcome back to What's Your Take? Real talk on leadership and life. I'm your host, Dr. Nikki, the DBA pharmacist and founder of FitBiz Global Solutions. As we close out season 2, I want to spend some time reflecting on the themes that shape this season: integration, growth, and what it means to look ahead. At the beginning of this season, we talked about growth, purpose, and leadership in motion. And over the past several episodes, that idea has unfolded in ways that felt both intentional and revealing. Because what this season made clear is that growth is rarely linear. Leadership is rarely polished. And the most meaningful development often happens while we are still becoming. Across conversations on wellness, innovation, entrepreneurship, identity, and executive leadership, one truth kept surfacing. Leadership is not just about performance, it's about integration. And wellness repeatedly emerged not as a separate conversation, but as part of what makes leadership sustainable. It's about how leaders carry responsibility while remaining grounded, how they innovate without losing sight of people, how they build while still learning, how they lead others without neglecting themselves. Again and again, this season reminded us that leadership is not compartmentalized. Who we are affects how we lead. How we care for ourselves affects what we sustain. What we ignore internally eventually shows up externally. One of the strongest themes this season reinforced is that growth is often less about doing more and more about becoming more aware. Aware of what no longer fits, aware of what requires rest, aware of when to move and when to wait. We explored leadership through many lenses this season, but beneath all of it was the same invitation: to lead with greater intentionality. Not just reacting to demands, not just performing competence, but building leadership from a place of alignment. If there is one thing I hope listeners carry forward from this season, it's this: sustainable leadership requires wholeness, not perfection, not constant productivity, not visibility for visibility's sake, but wholeness. The ability to lead from a place where vision, capacity, wellness, and values remain aligned. Because when leadership becomes disconnected from those things, sustainability begins to erode. As this season closes, I don't see it as an ending. I see it as a continuation. The conversations we have had this season around wellness, innovation, entrepreneurship, and identity are shaping what comes next. Because leadership continues to evolve, and so will this platform. There is more ahead. During the break between seasons, I'll be sharing a short mini-series that expands on one of the season's most nuanced conversations, exploring colorism, perception, and the leadership pipeline with the depth the topic deserves. I'll also be launching a new webinar series featuring a mix of live and recorded sessions designed to educate, inspire, and create meaningful conversations around innovation, mentoring, professional growth, and practical insights drawn from my experience across healthcare, technology, and business. It's an opportunity for me to lean further into my passion for teaching, mentoring, and sharing knowledge in a more accessible way. More dialogue, more perspective, and more room to keep growing together. So, thank you for being part of Season 2 of What's Your Take? real talk on leadership and life. Thank you for listening, reflecting, and growing alongside this platform. If this season resonated with you, I invite you to follow or subscribe wherever you listen. Share the podcast with someone navigating leadership in their own way. Stay connected at fitbizsolutions.com. And you can also follow FitBiz Solutions on Facebook or Instagram at fitbiz.solutions, and connect with me directly on Instagram at Dr. Nikki, the DBA pharmacist. Until next season, lead with intention, grow with awareness, and always ask, what's your take?